Well, I've been here at Gratitude Marina now for almost 14 days, getting my project boat ready to go in the water. I've started working with Gratitude Yacht Center. I called Jack. I've known Jack for a lot of years. Told him I was looking for a project boat. Gratitude Yacht Center and Gratitude Marina, they're two separate companies, but they do work together. So I mentioned to Jack a couple of criteria for my project boat. One, I wanted something in, the 30-foot range that I could handle single-handedly. I'm going to be a solo sailor most of the time. And by project boat, I don't want to have to replace the engine or the sails or the mast. The hull had to be in pretty good shape, the top side in pretty good shape. So it needed to be in fairly decent shape and basically needed some tender loving care. Well, we thought about it a little bit. A few days later, I got a call from Ed, the president of Gratitude Yacht Center. He said, "Dominic, I think I got a boat for you. It's been sitting on land for 8 years. There's a little bit of damage to the top side, but before the owner traded it in, there was a new engine put in, Yanmar, 2-cylinder, 18 horsepower. The sails are only a couple of years old, but the interior needs some work, and there's some damage to the hull, or to the top side, because it was in a storm and it got banged up a little bit." Well, I came down and looked at it, and Ed was right. It was kind of a rough boat when you first looked at it, but it met my criterias of the hull was in good shape, the top side was in pretty good shape. It had a couple of holes in it, which I'll show you later. They were easily passed, by the way. The engine looks brand new. I don't even think it's got break-in hours on it. The sails are only a couple of years old. I've got them up and I've pulled them up. They look in very good. I mean, they look almost like new, except they're a little dirty. So for a very reasonable price, and I think I've spent about $350 so far on some miscellaneous parts and cleaning supplies and other things. This boat is ready to go in the water and sail. Now, like I said, I've been here about 15 days, and I've put some hard days in, there's no doubt about it, but they haven't all been long days and they haven't all been hard days. The bulk of what I've done on this is sweat equity and cleaning, and you'll see what I mean as we get into it. Another thing I wanted to mention, the guys here at the marina, and they're also a full-service boat yard, have been extremely helpful with advice and tips on how to patch things up or fix things up. If I've needed something done, they've been Johnny on the spot to come over and help with it or give advice on how to do it. It's been a great crew over here, and if you need work done on your boat or if you're going to do it yourself, this is probably the... And too, while you're working on the boat, you're going to need some supplies here and there. Well, they've got a well-stocked shed of supplies, so you don't need to be running all over town to get things. More than likely, they're going to have what you need. If they don't, they can order it. They normally have it the very next day. So the time frame that I've spent here has been cut down by the fact that these guys have got a lot of the stuff here that you need to work with. So here's a little bit about what I've been doing over the last several days. It's been a lot of work, but it's not all been work. There's been some fun times there too, and I've met some great people.